Hey, how you doing? Okay, this video, I'm just trying to think, like, right now I'm into doing videos. I'm trying to think, like, what do I have to give people? Like, what do I actually have to offer people, you know? And I do know some things. You know, anybody that really knows me, they're like, "Oh, Angie's so smart," you know, and I'm like, "Oh boy, I'm not." I don't like to hear people call me smart because it wasn't a God-given gift. It was all stuff that I earned through hard work. So it doesn't seem like that should count to me, you know? But anyway, right now I want to tell you how to build muscle. Okay, so this is mostly for men. Quick little fact, women build muscle the same way that men do. So it actually is for men or women, but generally women wouldn't take bodybuilding that serious. I used to be a bodybuilder back in my days when I was, when I was before transitioning female, when I was on, when I had male hormones and, you know, like when you're a trans woman, you take one medication that's a testosterone blocker that shrivels your balls up and shuts them down. They don't even do anything. They're just ornaments. And the other one gives you a bunch of estrogen, so that you have the same high level of estrogen that a woman has, and so they have the same low thing. That's why, like, you see these men with these man boobs, like they call them. That's because they have elevated estrogen levels. But guess what? Their testosterone is still way higher than women's. You know, even men they're considered to have low testosterone still have way higher testosterone than women do. So anyway, because like nowadays, like they're like, oh, if you can't back up what you say, don't say anything at all. Like I'm not. You're just gonna have to take my word for it, because obviously, like, like I lost everything transitioning. Now I have a female skin, female hair, just like it's blah, blah, blah. We don't want to talk about me, though. This isn't about me. It's just about you, how you're an asshole, because you need me to be a bodybuilder before you listen to me. I used to be. In transitioning, I threw away all my photos. There weren't very many. I'm from a religious family, so since I've always been satanic, there's never been pictures taken of me. I always had tattoos or dreadlocks or transgender or, there's always been something satanic about me. Cigarette smoker, rocker, so there's almost no pictures taken of me. If you go to my family, there's pictures of my sisters. There's no pictures of me, It's kind of like against the rules because I'm satanic. So I'm not going to be able to prove it. There were some on Facebook. I took some pictures of me with my shirt off, but I deleted my account and started over again, and they're just all gone. I'm not going to be able to prove it. Okay. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to prove what I said by doing your own research and seeing if what I said is true. But I'm not trying to tell you the obvious stuff that's out there, because the truth is, if you want to be if you're a man and you want to build muscle, guess whose ears tingle? The people that want to sell you things, Their ears are tingling. They heard you just say that, and they want to sell you products. They want to, everything they're doing and saying is so they can make money, okay? I'm not trying to make money. I'm just trying to, there's kind of an epidemic of men with low testosterone, and like men nowadays could use this. So I'm saying this is out of the love of my heart for men, okay? From someone that spent disgusting amounts of time lifting weights and reading and studying since I was a young child. My mom was an aerobics instructor when I was like 12. And that's when I got into it as a very young kid. I've studied hundreds of diets, okay? So I'm going to just jump right to this. Now it's worth your time. The 5 things that build muscle, okay? It's going to be hard for you to research and prove that's true. They don't want you to know this. it's too, it's too much information. They don't. Okay, there's 5 things that build muscle. 1, testosterone. 2, calories. 3, protein. 4, HGH, that's human growth hormone. And 5, IGF, which is insulin growth factor. Okay? Those are the 5 things. So, there's some more things. So, I'm a huge Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. Some of the things he says is arguably out of date. He updates himself, though. He updates himself. Some of the things that he said that is out of date, if you read older books, since then he's corrected that and updated that information. Like, at one point he said it's impossible to be vegetarian and be a bodybuilder. But today he doesn't say that, So don't believe everything Schwarzenegger says about Schwarzenegger, because he updates himself, which is a good thing. That's the right thing to do. That's true science. But his modern day encyclopedia of bodybuilding, like a telephone book thing, ooh, you got to get it. So one of the things that's going to build your body great is a passionate love for Arnold Schwarzenegger. Collect his movies, hang a picture up, fall in love with him. It's not gay. Just love him with all your heart. And also a picture of Bruce Lee. So those are things that's going to build your body, and it's going to make you more of a man. I want you to love Bruce Lee and Arnold Schwarzenegger a lot, but there is a third man that I want you to love, and he's more important than Bruce Lee and Arnold Schwarzenegger put together. That is Dr. Franco Colombo. Dr. Franco Colombo is that short bodybuilder that used to work out with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 60s. It was Schwarzenegger's best friend, his workout buddy, who is also a professional bodybuilder. Schwarzenegger broke the record for the tallest Mr. Olympia, and then later Colombo broke the record for the shortest. It's weird they're friends because they're really different, but they're both from the similar part of the world and understand each other's language now. And they have a really cute relationship. Dr. Franco Colombo, because he's a doctor in nutrition. So besides everything that comes with being Mr. Olympia and all that knowledge, he also has a doctorate in nutrition. Okay, here is his book, his famous book, The Bodybuilders Nutrition Book by Dr. Franco Colombo. Notice it's not a very big book, okay? This book is, like I said, I've studied hundreds of diets. You're like, well, how did you study hundreds of diets? Because I was subscribed to Muscle and Fitness magazine. And then after transitioning, I was subscribed to Hers, which is the Muscle and Fitness magazine for women, which, if you're a woman, it's way better. No, don't say, fuck you, Muscle and Fitness magazine, and go get Hers. It's way better. Men are really missing out. It's a way better magazine. But I don't know what it's like to be a man, so maybe it's not better to men. I don't know. You'll just have to look at it. Maybe if you're a man, you might say, hey, you know what? I'm going to subscribe to Hers. Angie's right. But anyway, I read cover to cover for a lot of my life. I read cover to cover every issue of Muscle and Fitness magazine for years and years. Every one magazine probably has about 15 to 20 different diets in it, just in one magazine. So if I read we'll say 15 diets and exercises, so that's 30, 15 of each, every month for 3 years, how much is that? And then I make it 6 years, so it's hundreds. And besides that, I've read other books and stuff like that. And this is completely different than all the other ones. The other ones are trying to sell you stuff. That's not what he's doing. Okay? So this video, just like how I'm doing this out of the love of my heart for you, Dr. Colombo does this book out of the love of his heart for you too. Okay? Now, Schwarzenegger, part of his program is find a hero that's like you. Okay? So he says, study athletes, and find a hero that's like, if you're a man, that it's a man, if you're a girl, that it's a girl, if you're tall, they need to be tall, that has the same general description and body type as you. Hang a picture of them up on your wall. Love them with all your heart. Study them. Read all their books. Watch their movies. Whatever it is, So get some inspirations besides Schwarzenegger, besides Bruce Lee, besides Dr. Colombo. Get some more. Get another one or two or something like that. Get some heroes that you can look up to. But still, Colombo's the one that's going to take you where you're trying to go more than anyone, because he's really different than the rest. Okay? And I'll explain why. I might have to do a part 1, part 2 on this. It's already been 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll call this the intro.